Hello, and welcome to my exercise week 7, option 1 screencast. This is for the online MOOC from Brown University called Archaeology's Dirty Little Secrets. This is a MOOC by Professor Susan Alcock, and I have absolutely nothing to do with Brown University except that I took the MOOC and made this project. Let's get started. This project is about an extraordinary claim that there is a Neanderthal skull with a bullet wound in the British Museum of Natural History. I'm going to summarize the evidence for the bullet wound, and then I'm going to ask why people want to believe that evidence. I'm going to discuss the actual science, talk about the fossil a little bit, and then compare it with the claims. Here is a beautiful picture of the skull from the Smithsonian Human Origins Project, and you can clearly see what people are talking about is the bullet wound. Here is a 3D model also from the Smithsonian Human Origins Project, and you can see there's a prominent brow ridge of an early hominid. And then as I scroll the model around, you will see there is a nice clean looking bullet hole, alleged bullet hole I should say, that has none of the fractures or radial cracks that would show if this were a slow moving object such as a spear or a knife or something along those lines. Then I will rotate the skull around to the other side, and you'll see there's a lot of missing material here, which people are saying is missing because it's the exit wound and is much larger than the nice clean entry wound. And why do people believe this? Well, I should say that this probably started with a book called Buried Alive, The Startling Truth of Neanderthals. But basically they give you two choices. One is that 38,000 years ago, Neanderthals were toting guns, which of course is a ridiculous choice, or Neanderthals are not as old as scientists say. They want to force you down to the second choice, but why would they want you to do that? Well, this skull has been taken up by the young Earth creationists who are desperate to find any kind of anomaly that proves their theory that the Earth is no more than 6,000 years old. The actual fossil is called the Cobway skull, and I apologize for any bad pronunciations, and there's probably going to be several. The Broken Hill Man is another name for it. This was found by a Swiss miner in 1921. He was exploring limestone caves and came across the first early human fossil found in Africa. I'm going to zoom in here and you'll see approximately where it's located in Zambia. It's the earliest known skull to have cavities, which is also very interesting. So now let's look at the actual science. Is it a Neanderthal? No, it's Homo heidelbergensis, which may be an intermediate, a precursor to Neanderthal, but there were no Neanderthals in Africa. It is 38,000 years old. You'll hear different accounts of the ages. It's actually 125,000 to 300,000 years old. The most notorious claim is it's a bullet wound, but it's actually an infection, and scientists can tell that because it has started to heal. Obviously, if it was a bullet wound, it would have been fatal and would have not healed. Here's a beautiful artist concept by Amédée Forestier of what Broken Hill Man might have looked like. I'll let you look at that, and thank you for your time, and hopefully you found something interesting in this screencast. My references were Wikipedia, badarchaeology.com, Smithsonian Human Origin Project, and Google Maps. Thank you very much.